the Bachelor of Humanities Great Books program at Carleton University in Ottawa. What is the Bachelor of Humanities? It's a Great Books program that presents a coherent curriculum of some of the greatest works ever written, from the ancient world to the 20th century, in all the traditional arts and humanities disciplines: literature, history, philosophy, political science, religion, Greek and Roman studies, the history of art, and the history of music. It's a program about ideas. Students read the most exciting books from the East and the West and share their excitement with each other and with their professors. The focus is on reading, writing, and the discussion of ideas, with each student receiving personal attention from their professors. It's a community of learning. Humanities class sizes are small, no more than 50 or 60 students, and in upper years as small as 10 or 15. Students take most of their classes with their cohort, quickly becoming friends. The lecture hall, discussion room, and common room, dedicated only to the Bachelor of Humanities, let students in lower years meet upper year students every day, fostering a genuine sense of camaraderie in the program. It's a center of excellence. The Bachelor of Humanities is the most in-depth liberal arts program in Canada. Its curriculum is broad and deep, with each course taught by one or two specialists in their field rather than generalists. Students are given the support they need to succeed in reading and writing about some of the most challenging and rewarding works ever written. The skills learned in the program have given our alumni a path to success for over 20 years. The curriculum.
The first-year core seminar in Humanities explores a variety of ancient religious traditions. We start the course with a discussion of what myth is, and then look at some North American indigenous myths before delving into texts from all over the world. Like the other three core courses in the Humanities sequence, it's taught by two professors with different areas of specialization. In a mixture of lectures and smaller discussion groups, we professors work through these ancient texts with you, providing the historical context for understanding them and exploring their potential meanings.
In Humanities and Classical Civilization, you will learn how to write a university essay. The material you will work on is drawn from the ancient civilizations of Greece and Rome. You will read Homer's Iliad and Odyssey and Virgil's Aeneid, as well as a selection of Greek tragedies and other ancient authors such as Sappho, Ovid, and Plato.
Reason and Revelation is the second-year core seminar in the Humanities program. It is a survey of the history of ancient Greco-Roman and medieval European philosophy and theology. Through the study of works by such figures as Plato, Aristotle, Thomas Aquinas, and Dante, students explore such questions as the nature of reality, of knowledge, of love, and of happiness.
In Maccabees to Muhammad, you will study the origins and early history of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. You will discover the diversity of early Judaism and Christianity, as well as the common heritage and theological differences that connect all three religions. You will learn about their complex history, ranging from rich intellectual exchange to cultural conflict and violence.
In the second year, you will study the history of Western art, from ancient Egypt to the 20th century. You'll learn about major movements in art and architecture in Greece and Rome, in medieval Byzantium and in the Islamic world, as well as Romanesque and Gothic art in Europe. The course runs through the Renaissance and Baroque periods, through Neoclassicism, Romanticism and the Pre-Raphaelites, and covers modern movements such as Impressionism, Post-Impressionism, Symbolism, Expressionism, Cubism, Futurism, De Style, Dada, Surrealism, and Pop art.
In Culture and Imagination, you will read literary and cultural texts produced during the periods known today as the Renaissance and the Enlightenment. You will read works by European and non-European men and women such as Petrarch, Luther, Machiavelli, Shakespeare, Mary Sidney Herbert, Adam Smith, Phyllis Wheatley, and Rousseau.
In British and European literature, you will study movements and works from Dante's Divine Comedy through Voltaire's Candide, and think about themes such as the new humanism versus old chivalry in the Renaissance and Baroque periods, the rise of the modern novel and drama, reason, nature, and the Enlightenment project.
In third year, you'll take Western music, 1000 to 1850, and Western music, 1850 to 2000. These are surveys of all the major musical genres and styles in Western music, from ancient times to the 21st century. You'll study medieval motets and troubadour song, Renaissance madrigals, the classical symphony and string quartet, and opera.
The fourth-year core seminar focuses on politics, modernity, and the common good. It explores how the most radical forces of modernity set out to emancipate humanity from all forms of traditional authority. It also deals with the critics of the modern ideals through the works of Rousseau, Hegel, Nietzsche, Marx, Arendt, Foucault, and Said.
Hi, my name is Professor Jeffrey Kello. I'm a professor in the College of the Humanities, and one of the courses I often teach is Humanities 4500 Modern Intellectual History. In modern intellectual history, we learn the history of ideas. That is, where did key ideas in the modern period come from? So those ideas might be, where did communism come from? Where did fascism come from? Where did our ideas about individual liberty come from? Where did our ideas about literature come from? So that's 4500, Modern Intellectual History. Where did our ideas come from?
In Science in the Modern World, we will talk about some of the most important scientific discoveries and ideas that have shaped the modern world. The course begins with a discussion of some popular philosophies of science and then moves on to the physical sciences and biological sciences. It concludes with a discussion of the future of science and humanity.
The Bachelor of Humanities degree may be taken in a variety of ways. The honors stream is the most comprehensive version of the degree and includes the highest number of courses specified by the college. The combined honors and honors with a minor streams allow students to combine humanities with another subject, such as philosophy, history, political science, or human rights. The Study Year Abroad stream allows students to earn a full year of credits towards their humanities degree while studying overseas. The Humanities and Biology stream is a combined honors that is tailor-made for humanities students who plan to attend medical school. And finally, Humanities forms half of the special Bachelor of Journalism and Humanities degree, which is offered jointly by the College of the Humanities and the School of Journalism. Humanities students are able to participate in Carleton's extensive study abroad program. Each year, almost half of the third-year class earns credits at universities in Europe, Asia, Africa, or Australia. Humanities is a degree that is worthwhile for its own sake. By studying the humanities, you will gain a deep understanding of yourself as a human being and be better equipped to understand others. You will foster a love of reading and discussion that will enrich your entire life. In addition to confidence in your own judgment and analyses, you will gain the skills in writing and speaking that will transfer directly into your chosen career. The community. Professors in the Bachelor of Humanities program get to know our students. We see the students each week in our small discussion groups. We have the same students in 2 or 3 classes over their 4 years. This lets us know each student by name and take a personal interest in each student's success.
The student experience in the Bachelor of Humanities program is really rewarding. Because we take so many classes together, we can always share our excitement about ideas with each other. And when we need help with readings and assignments, other students are always there. The people I study with aren't just my fellow students. They're my friends. There's more to humanities than classes. Students run open mic music nights and perform a Greek tragedy every year. There's an extensive cultural program with subsidized tickets to concerts and plays and an annual trip to New York City. And at the end of every year, students hold a formal dinner and dance.
After humanities. Humanities students have been extraordinarily successful in gaining admission to prestigious graduate schools and winning lucrative graduate scholarships. Our alumni have studied at Harvard, Oxford, the University of Chicago, the London School of Economics, Boston University, McGill, the University of Toronto, the University of Notre Dame, and the Université de Fribourg in Switzerland, among many others. The skills humanities students develop in research, writing, analyzing, and communicating lead to success in almost any career or field. Humanities students stand out in the workplace, and they normally rise very quickly in their chosen profession. Our alumni currently work in such fields as law, education, journalism and communications, public policy, international relations, international development, medicine, the arts and culture. They work in libraries and museums, in business, and in academia. Carleton offers a generous range of scholarships. Automatic scholarships of up to $4,000 per year are offered to all students who graduate high school with 80% or better. Students with 90% or better are encouraged to apply for Carleton's prestige scholarships of up to $7,500 per year. In addition, special scholarships and bursaries exist for the Bachelor of Humanities students. Details may be found on our website under How to Apply. Admission to humanities is competitive. For the Bachelor of Humanities degree, students must have a minimum of 80% in 6 4UM courses. For humanities and biology, students must also have 4U chemistry or 4U biology. Students who fall below the minimum of 80% may still apply to the program, but must submit an entrance portfolio, the details of which may be found on our website under How to Apply. And for journalism and humanities, normally 85 to 88% in 6 4UM courses is needed, and students must also have 4U English. For more information on the Bachelor of Humanities, visit our website at carleton.ca/bhum or call 613-520-2809 or send an email either to Professor Micheline White or to Professor Gregory McIsaac.